Hey Virgo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 27th, 2024. This is for Virgo. Last shuffle for Virgo. Let's see what's going on. Virgo, we have dark thoughts and we have travel. Travel's been coming out for everybody, man. And then same position too, no matter how much and I shuffle in between videos um, quite extensively to clear the energy. So it's like, okay. Eight of Wands here. I just don't show it on camera because I mean, who's gonna sit for a whole minute and watch someone shuffle? Maybe someone does want to see that. I don't know. Me, I like to get straight to it. I'm a fire sign. I just like to get straight to it. So anyhow, eight of wands and five of cups here tells me that you may feel disappointed in the position or the direction you're going in or things are going in. Right? It seems like your destiny, not necessarily destiny, but your situation is changed. Your direction is changing. You may not be happy with where it's going for this to be here. Um, you expected something completely different for this to be here. Dark thoughts is the Knight of Swords twice, Four of Pentacles, and the Devil. A lot of you are thinking very far ahead in the future about you're tempted to say something to someone. You also may be tempted to keep someone that you need to get away from, and not necessarily get away from them like never see them again or anything like that. For some of you, yes. For others of you, this would be you need space, right? You need things to get better, and the only way to do that is to give space or to get space. Not necessarily like, oh, I'm never talking to you again, I'm moving away. Um, but for a lot of you, yeah, there's a moving energy here for sure, right? I see moving forward. A lot of you are very disappointed that you will have to or that you are going to. I see a lot of sadness. Five of Cups is very, very sad about moving on. So either way, there's someone here that is thinking about the future and saying, maybe I could salvage this, right? Maybe things can get better. But with the Devil here, this is talking a lot about how this would be toxic in a sense, right? But the dark thoughts tells me that you're aware of that and you're thinking, how in the world, what can I say? What can I do to maybe not deal with the toxicity, but to kind of, in a sense, be in an expectancy. Like, I expect that it could be, but, you know, there's something here about that. Like, I expected, but at the same time, um, maybe we can move on from whatever this is. I see two sides of this, man. It just looks like someone is like, maybe we could save this. Maybe we could hold on to it. Maybe. And then others of you are thinking far ahead about what could you say that would clean something up or make it sound better and keep some things to yourself in the future. What can I say? How can I stand up for myself in a way where I can hold some details back, right? Because what you may have to say or move on with is something that's really disappointing or even embarrassing. The Five of Cups a lot of times speaks of remorse, regret, shame, guilt, embarrassment. Doesn't always, it's not all of those combined, because it doesn't look like you are guilty of anything. It looks like, if anything, if you're guilty of anything, it would be that you want to hold on to something that you know you should let go of, or someone. That's the only thing you should feel guilty about, and you shouldn't even feel guilty about that, because it looks like you didn't. This was unexpected, a change that was unexpected. You expected to celebrate and to be happy, have a happy home, happy life, Four of Wands, and something changed. Wheel of Fortune is all about change. Sometimes it changes for the worst, especially with the Devil here. Sometimes someone was very, I won't say obsessed, but very fixed on a certain outcome. The outcome changed. I see a change in path and change in direction. Someone did not want, now it's like, how do I save face? What do I say? Right? The Knight of, and if you notice, the Knight of Wands, that both Knight of Swords are facing inward, like they're going in different directions. First of all, what do I say? Some of you may be moving. It's like, before I leave, what do I tell them in passing? And what can I keep to myself? Because some of this is so dark that I'm embarrassed. Some of you. Your higher self with the Six of Cups, Ace of Cups. Spirit is, oh gosh, this is a spiritual energy of a higher self. It's yours, but it's also everyone around you. And the higher self is telling you to make light of the situation, make light of the past, and make light of the fact that you can make new memories. It's almost like to almost celebrate that part. Yeah, maybe the past sucked, but I have a future still. I still have today, like a new day. Today, it can be whatever fantasy I want to make it, right? You can rewrite your story. You can narrate your story however you want. And that's kind of where they're wanting you to understand. It's like, you may be, the dark thoughts may be coming from, not only for some of you saying, how do I salvage this, even though I probably shouldn't, or maybe it's not good for me, but I still don't want to move on from it just yet, at the very least, just yet, right? But then others of you are like, what do I say? And what do I keep to myself? And so Spirit is saying, don't base it off of what you're moving on from, right? Which could be the sadness, the disappointment. It's like heavy emotional depression for some of you. It's not about that, but about what is it that you want it to be, right? A lot of times this could be like wishful, it's a wishful thinking. It's wistful thinking. It's like fantasy. What is your fantasy of what you want your life to be? And then focus on rebuilding that, or building that in a new, like going in a new direction. New is very important. Some of you may be fixated on salvaging something from the past. Maybe that could be done, but there's something toxic about it. You know what I mean? There's something that says that too. Like, well, there's something that's not so healthy about the situation. There's something that is not going to end well for you, or not go well for you. Things are not going to get better. You're always going to be trying to get away from the chaos that is that situation. You know what I mean? Whether you're getting away physically or you're mentally just disassociating. It's important that not that you disassociate, but that you focus on the fun of the next phase. You may even have a new set of friends. So that there's something about, if you move, you're going to find a new set of friends. Your higher self will find people that fits the narrative that you could create for yourself. Like, this could be something new. I know how that sounds, right? The deception, Lord help me. Deception with the High Priestess and 10 of Wands. This tells me that this is a person. Well, this is not a person. This is a situation. Once again, I see somebody saying, you know what I mean? Uh, for some of you, what you're trying to get away from may go against everything you believe. High Priestess is about so for some of you, secrets, high morals, higher, some kind of elite set of something with you. But the 10 of Wands is saying that the deception was that your standards were too high. Your your morals were too noble. You know what I mean? You're uptight, right? There's something about that energy, like you're just too uptight. I don't see that at all. And I kind of, I don't know why I got secondhand, like offended, kind of like, oh, really? Is that the case? But it says that that's a deception, that anything would reflect on you, right? Especially if it's someone else or something else that someone else has done, whatever. This is not going to reflect on you. The deception is that it's because of you were too much. Not true. Not true. They're asking you to celebrate moving on. However, the moving on is, right? I'm not saying that I'm not seeing like definitive, it is so over between you and someone, or you and a job or something. But it's more like, if you're moving on, some of you may be just moving on from the secondhand embarrassment of something else that you're involved with, or someone that you're involved with. Others of you, it's like, literally, I'm moving, I'm changing a lot of things around me, and I look forward to being Virgo, the Virgo I know myself to be, and not what happened to me. I hope that makes sense, because this is like, they're given a mouthful in so many cards. But you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, and a Pisces really strongly. We also have Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. So you could be a Virgo, Libra cusp, or dealing with a Capricorn, Aquarius cusp, or Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp, or Aquarius, Pisces cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.